Naisha comes back from her school. She has learnt in school that matter is anything which occupies space and has mass. Being a hot sunny day, she decides to make lemonade for herself by mixing lemon juice, sugar and water. She takes a glass of water and adds all the ingredients. She thought that since all the ingredients are different states of matter, hence after mixing them she will easily get 2 glasses of lemonade to drink. However, to her surprise, she got only little more volume of lemonade than what she had expected. She started wondering why. So let's zoom in and find out more about it. Welcome to the lesson on matter in our surroundings. At the end of this lesson, you would be able to explain what is matter and the classification of matter, explain the particle arrangement in the 3 states of matter, explain the interconversion of the 3 states of matter. Now look at the following pictures carefully and identify the similarity in all these. Yes, you are right. All these are examples of different states of matter. One thing common in all of them is that they all have mass and have volume. That is, they occupy space. So what is matter then? Well, matter is anything that occupies space and has mass. The air we breathe, the food we eat, stars, sun, plants and animals that we see around us are all different forms of matter. So what are the different states in which matter exists? The 3 common states in which matter exists are solids, liquids and gases. However, apart from that, there are many other states of matter that are known to us, like plasma, Bose-Einstein condensate, etc. So after understanding about the arrangement of particles in different states of matter, we can now relate that when lemon juice and sugar were added to water, the particles occupied the spaces between the molecules of water. It was due to this particle arrangement that the volume of the solution formed did not increase significantly as was expected by Naisha. Let us now understand the properties of solids, liquids and gases. Solids have a definite shape, liquids do not have any definite shape and gases also do not have any definite shape. Solids have a fixed volume, liquids also have a fixed volume, whereas gases do not have any fixed volume. In solids, there is maximum force of attraction between the particles. In liquids, the force of attraction between particles is less as compared to solids. In gases, there is negligible force of attraction between the particles. Solids cannot be compressed, liquids also cannot be compressed, whereas gases can be compressed. The kinetic energy of particles is minimum in case of solids. In the case of liquids, it is more than that in solids, whereas in the case of gases, the kinetic energy of particles is maximum. In solids, the particles cannot move, they only vibrate at their fixed position. In liquids, the particles can slide over one another, and in gases, the particles can move freely. Solids have the highest density, liquids have a density lower than solids, and gases have the lowest density. Solids cannot flow, whereas liquids and gases can flow. Being summertime, Naisha thinks of eating an ice cream. She takes it out of the freezer, but just then she gets an important phone call. After she has attended the call, she observes that the ice cream has started melting. So we observe that the matter can change its state easily. We are now going to study about the changes in states of matter. For example, if ice is heated, it changes into water. If water is heated, it changes into steam. However, if the steam is cooled, it changes into water. And if water is cooled, it changes into ice. This phenomenon is called interconversion of states of matter. So we can generally say that when a solid is heated, it changes into liquid. When a liquid is heated, it changes into gas. When a gas is cooled, it changes into liquid. And when a liquid is cooled, it changes into solid. Now the entire process of this can be represented in the form of an equation as it is given on the screen. But Have you ever thought that what changes in the particles result in the interconversion of states of matter? We know that when a solid is heated, the particles begin to vibrate with greater speed and they begin to move more freely. Then at a particular temperature, the solid starts melting and changes into liquid. This process is known as melting and it is also known as fusion. The temperature at which solid melts is called its melting point. The melting point of ice is 0 degrees Celsius or 273 Kelvin. Now what happens when we supply heat energy to water? We observe that the particles start moving even faster. At a certain temperature, a point is reached when the particles have enough energy to break free from the forces of attraction of each other. At this temperature, the liquid starts changing into gas. The temperature at which a liquid starts boiling at the atmospheric pressure is known as its boiling point. Now before we end the session, it is fun time. Let us enjoy the trivia time and learn some new fun facts. Do you know that plasma is also a state of matter that consists of super energetic and super excited particles? The fluorescent tube and neon sign bulbs consist of plasma. Inside neon sign bulb there is neon gas and inside a fluorescent tube there is helium gas. The gas gets ionized, that is, it gets charged when electrical energy flows through it. This charging up creates a plasma glowing inside the tube or bulb.